Hello everybody and welcome to Real Ale Craft Beer. This is a slightly different video that I usually make. Usually I'm looking at products like noodles and lots of different beers, which I love doing, but once a year. I tried it last year and people seem to like it, so I'm going to do it again this year. What did I do last year? I made that kind of update on my health video where I spoke about last year I had some stomach problems over Christmas time, drank far too much beer and had to go to the doctors, and they gave me some tablets which sorted out my stomach. But it kind of made me think, and it kind of made me do a little bit of dry January last year in 2024. So a year later, it's now February 2025. Why am I making this video? Well, I'm about to go into my busy season on the channel. We're about to go into March. As soon as the sun comes out, people want to get out in the beer gardens again, start drinking beer. Lots of new beers come out. But for the first couple of months in the year, January and February, it's a chance for us YouTubers really to reflect and plan our years and maybe take a little bit of time out and have a look at ourselves a little bit and see how we're doing. So this is my chance. I'm not just doing it for myself. I'm standing here. I never really think about it, to be honest with you. I never really think about kind of making these videos, or I never really think about my health really. I'm one of these people who I try and do a lot of exercise to balance off the, let's be perfectly honest with you, the rubbish that I eat and drink throughout the year. So let's just take this for example. I seen a blog post somewhere a few weeks ago saying Marks and Spencer's have brought out some really lovely biscuits, milk chocolate Nieces and milk chocolate oat crunch, and apparently they're to die for. They're absolutely fantastic. Milk chocolate malted milks. Apparently it's an old style biscuit with a fantastic milk chocolate coating, which I'm dying to get into. But if you have a look at this, if you have a look at the traffic light signal on here, everything's red, apart from the salt, which is amber. Everything on that packet there is warning you not to eat it. And of course, lots of the beers I drink are 5% up to 10% ABV. So let's not... well, I'm just kind of showing you exactly what we do throughout the year. So let's touch on that a little bit. So how am I feeling, and am I looking forward to the year, this busy period? Am I looking forward to it in a positive note, or am I slightly kind of, not negative, but apprehensive about kind of like doing it all again? Well, on my health, think I got a bit of a hernia in my stomach. It happened, I went out for my daughter's Halloween party. It was a fancy dress night, one of these generic pubs. It was a hall actually, with a bar, and all they had on literally was like a John Smith's bitter, which I wasn't going to drink, and Madri. So I chose to drink Madri. I had my first pint of Madri, didn't really like it, got through it, had my second pint of Madri, and then I finally got to the stage where this beer started to flow, this lager started to flow. But I've been suffering. I have these tablets which are prescribed to me. I think they're called Lansoprazole. They're like a acid tablet. When people like me who drink quite a lot will suffer from acid reflux. It's the flappy thing on your chest, kind of. It's meant to close down and stop the acid coming back up. But as you get older, that flappy thing, that muscle that closes down the acid, gets a bit loose and flappy, and it lets the acid back up. So that's what I've been suffering with. So I forgot to take my tablets on that night, the acid tablets. I went out, I drank a load of pints of Madri, probably about 6 pints of Madri, and I woke up in the morning with this horrendous, and close your ears for this if you don't want to hear, this horrendous bile, this horrendous kind of acidy bile. And I was doing a lot of heaving that particular morning, and I felt something go. I felt something go in here. That happened at the end, that was at the end of October. I got to Christmas time, because I don't like doctors. Let's make this absolutely clear. Although I've got the doctor ringing me today about my tamsulosin, which is my bit of an issue with my prostate as well. Which again, it happens kind of mid to later life. Your prostate, if you're a man, again, your prostate kind of causes you a bit of gibber, especially, and the doctors told me this, especially if you drink a lot of alcohol. So a couple of things then, yeah. So 3 things actually. The acid reflux, which causes me problems, again through drink. The tamsulosin I take every single day for my prostate, again, too much drinking. And what was the other thing? Yeah, and this one, I'm not even sure when the doctor rings. I'm not even going to show. I'm going to bring it up, but it's here. It's just underneath the rib cage. As I mentioned, I woke up, I had a load of bile, like wasn't very well, but I felt something twang inside. And after Christmas, it kind of went away a bit. Actually did a lot of dry January this year as well, 2025, and it went away quite a bit actually, because of course the acid reflux is going down because you're not drinking so much alcohol, so everything improved. I wasn't weeing so much, I wasn't bringing up so much acid, and my stomach was kind of like, it felt like it was sorting itself out. But again, the moment we hit February, we're back enjoying ourselves. I went to Hackney Church Brewing Company, had a really good time down there. Of course, that was a whole day of drinking beer. And yeah, the next morning, woke up in the house, same thing, kind of like acidy, refluxy, retchy type of thing. And it just aggravates it. It's just like a little kind of, it doesn't even really hit, just a tiny little flipping pain that just underneath the rib cage here. So that's my health in a nutshell, really. I try and offset all of this stuff that I stick into my body by doing a 6-mile walk most days. Well, almost every day, really. 5 days a week I'll do a 6-mile walk. In between that, I've started doing my sit-ups again. I've started doing my dumbbells again, and I've started doing my press-ups again. I can do about 60 press-ups. I can do, so when I do my dumbbells, I do my dumbbells until it starts hurting, and then I count to 10, so I count out another 10. And then I drop them. I don't drop them on the floor, but I drop my arms for kind of a bit, and then wait for the pain to go away, and then I drive up another 10 on the biceps. So I try and I've always done a little bit of kind of weight training, a little bit of exercise. What else has happened in the last year? Personal life. I've become a grandfather for the first time, so I'm really, really happy with that. Again, that's another thing that comes with age, doesn't it? Another thing that comes with age is that you're not a dad anymore, you're a granddad type of thing. Or you are a dad, but you then become another role, a granddad. So life ticks by, doesn't it? life ticks by. But my argument with all of this is, if I didn't do the things I do, I'd probably still be a carpenter. And of course I wouldn't be talking to it about on video, but I'd be a 45, 46-year-old man talking about back pain. And, oh, I got a bit of arthritis in my hands and my neck might hurt, and, you know, wearing yourself out in other ways. The body is only getting older. Back in Victorian times, the body never got past 40 years of age. Generally, people passed away at 40 years of age, didn't they? Like the old saying, life begins at 40. So you start to wear out. You naturally start to wear out. And you accept it. You accept it in life, don't you? I'm going to be 46 in a couple of months' time. I'm no spring chicken anymore. I've been wandering this earth for 46 years. That's 3 dogs' lives, 4 dogs' lives. That's 2 or 3 cat lives, you know. And we lost 2 cats last year as well. And you see when they get older, they get old quick. And you see us wandering around 60s, 70s, 80s if we're lucky. And what I'm trying to boil down is, am I going to change? Am I going to change the drinking? Am I going to change the eating? My argument to this is no. I'm probably not going to change. I'm probably going to carry on as I am because, as I say, in life, you choose your poison. You're either going to be a physical man and the physicalness is going to give you arthritis. You're either going to put stuff in your body like I do, chocolate biscuits and noodles and McDonald's and a shed load of beer, and your body gets the wear and tear from that. Or you never know. You don't know, do you? You know, some of these accountants and some people who use their brain a lot, you know, you don't know if they end up with early stages of dementia by overusing their brain. You know, all of these things are, you're choosing your poison in life. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this video. I think it's an okay video. I think it's a little update from me as to how I'm feeling going into my busy year, about to go into my busy year. I'm quite excited by it. I really am. I'm quite excited by it. Stay well, everybody. I hope you liked the video. If you feel it was a complete waste of time, comment in the comments box. Comment, subscribe, boom, cheers.